Armed Forces Special Powers Act, Section 5, Rule 4.A. Any commissioned officer, Ji Janab. Warrant officer, Ji Janab. Non-commissioned officer, Ji Janab. Or any other person of equivalent rank of the armed forces may in a disturbed area if he is of the opinion that it is necessary to do so for the maintenance of public order. And after having given due warning as he may consider necessary, fire upon or otherwise use force, even to the cause of death, against anyone acting in contravention with law or order. Law and order. Order. ना law है और ना है order. जिसका law है उसका order. Made on order, law and order. इंडिया पाकिस्तान ने मिलकर खेला हमसे border. अब ना हमें छोड़े हिंदुस्तान, अब ना हमें छोड़े पाकिस्तान. अरे कोई तो हमसे भी पूछे कि हम क्या चाहते हैं. उस पार भी लेंगे, उस पार भी लेंगे. हम लेके रहेंगे आजादी.
चले ही चले ही चले दिए से चले रहे सारी जिंदगी. ओ चले ही चले ही चले दिए से चले रहे सारी जिंदगी. ओ नहीं बुझे बुझे नहीं हवा से बुझे नहीं सारी जिंदगी. एक फूंक से लिया सब उड़ गया धुआं. वो जो सांस की एक फांस थी वो निकल गई जो खराश थी. अब सीने की वो खलिश गई. बेकरारियां बीमारियां गई. अब तो आओ जान मेरी सो भी जाओ.
Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but I'm back at it again, and this time I'll be reviewing this movie called Haider. I don't know, it's just one of those movies that just stuck with me after a while, and only a few movies really do that for me. A few of them being Requiem for a Dream, and this movie called Beautiful, and probably some others that I just can't remember. This movie got banned in both India and Pakistan, so you know this is going to be a really controversial movie. This movie is adapted from Shakespeare's Hamlet, but set during the Kashmir conflict, which I don't know why, but it fits really well with the narrative. The film is adapted by Vishal Bhardwaj, who apparently makes a lot of Shakespeare adaptations through Bollywood, and they're all really highly rated, so I'll definitely give those a watch as well. I never really liked Shakespeare's works. I often find them boring, overly dramatic, or just depressing as hell. But man, I think I was watching the wrong adaptations or something, because this movie was just so damn good. But yeah, this movie follows Haider, who comes home to find his old house in ruins and his mom having fun with his uncle while he tries everything he can to try and find out what happened to his dad. Apparently in Kashmir there's like a lot of people that just go missing after being taken to these concentration camps, and so Haider goes looking everywhere in hopes of finding his father, like the river of Jhelum, where people are often executed and tossed in. Actually, I think I'm gonna go into like what exactly was going on in the backdrop of this movie. So, in the 1990s, where this movie is set, Kashmir was experiencing a violent insurgency. Many locals wanted independence, and the Indian military responded with heavy crackdowns like curfews, raids, disappearances, and alleged human rights abuses. During that time, paranoia was everywhere. People didn't know who to trust. Neighbors could be informants. Soldiers could show up at any moment. And even being suspected of helping a militant could get you arrested and make you disappear. Entire towns lived under surveillance, and fear became a part of everyday life. You never knew if someone you loved would actually come home that night. Now let's go back to the story. So Haider eventually finds a man named Rudar, played by Irfan Khan, Man, I miss that guy. May you rest in peace. But he tells him what happened to his dad and that it was his own brother that killed him to be with his wife. Hearing this, Haider is set on a path of vengeance, and I'll just stop right there because I really do want you guys to give this movie a watch. One thing I really liked about this movie was how the movie had the Kashmir conflict strictly as a backdrop for Haider's path of vengeance and the destruction it brings with it. In other words, the film is more based on his revenge than the terrorism at play, but still gives us viewers a message about the problems that Kashmir faces. Now, the performances in this movie were spectacular. The cast was really packed as well, with Shahid Kapoor, Shraddha Kapoor, Irfan Khan, Tabu, and many more just giving their best performances. But Shahid completely stole the show. It was really amazing how we can see his character becoming more and more psychotic as the movie went on. In fact, everyone around him started questioning his sanity, and if he had really gone mad. Tabu, who plays Haider's mother, is just as incredible. She brings this unsettling mix of guilt, love, and manipulation that keeps you guessing whether she's the victim or part of the problem. And Shraddha Kapoor's character Arshia, whatever, adds heart to all the darkness. Her love for Haider makes the whole story feel more tragic because you can see how his obsession with revenge destroys everything around him. And the music and cinematography deserve just as much praise. The Bismil sequence alone feels like something out of a fever dream. The colors, choreography, the symbolism, everything comes together to show Haider's inner chaos without needing a single line of dialogue. Overall, Haider is just one of those films that just sticks with you long after it's over. It's emotional, disturbing, and beautiful all at once. I'm honestly just trying to put you guys on peak right now. Me and UT and Loki watched this movie until like 2 a.m. on Discord, half asleep, but like fully locked in. So shout out to him for staying up. If you haven't watched Haider yet, do yourself a favor and watch it. It's genuinely a masterpiece. And anyways, please like, comment, follow, you know the drill. And if you have any more movie suggestions, please comment them down below and I'll definitely give them a watch. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Peace.